don't pop hip-hop, wanna see the common in me. And since it's a senseless contradiction, I end up a misfit trying to fit in. This ends when I stand up and see the hands of the standard. Holy is the Lamb, Now we holding you to man up, cause we were made in his image. Start looking at what you came from. Right after Adam, every atom and anatomies adamant, adamant after what added like is a kid.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel.
I know you missed us.
Yes.
Hi.
I missed you guys.
It's been long, guys. It's been long.
Being a span. What's up?
What's up? What's happening? Like, talk to us, guys.
What's been happening?
Yes. If this is your first time joining us in the Sparrows channel, please.
Welcome. No, there's an exit.
Oh, by the way, this is the key.
You don't know. You don't know.
What's this?
This is a heart.
Heart.
Like, what? Yes, can
This is Japanese sign for love.
Yes.
Right. So if you see someone saying this to you, it means. Okay. Yes, guys. If you're new here, this is Hudson, eh?
This is Hudson and
our brother.
Please
Co-founder.
Like, comment,
Co-founder of the Sparrows.
Please like, comment, share, engage with us.
Click subscribe.
Yes.
You know when Maverick City was making their song, they were thinking about Sparrows. They watched our video.
Oh yes,
video
if you
like,
trust the lilies with beautiful splendor, and if you watch his over the sparrows, man, the moment they said sparrows, you know, like my heart was like,
Anyways,
they're talking about us, man. They're talking about
all right.
us.
Anyway, so let's get into it. So we're going to do a game. You also can play in the game. So all you gotta do is take a guess of what it is. Okay, so it's gonna pop up in the screen and then do it. So it's called Animix. So we're mixing animals. We're mixing animals and then trying to guess what the name would be if those animals are mixed together.
No offense, but this game sounds American.
Anyways,
Okay. It's cool. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I know
You're African.
It's cool.
Right, so a tiger plus a squirrel. What do we get?
As in,
Team. Okay, we're gonna do this team one.
Alright.
Okay,
Take up
So
your
you have
spirit.
try to
So
get
this
a name.
is theirs.
or as in, we're trying to get a name.
Yeah.
for both.
If we mix it,
If you mix those.
Taquira.
Taquiro.
What are you guys saying?
No, this is your.
Girl.
What?
Girl.
You are saying Taquira.
Taste girl.
No,
Taquira.
I was saying
Taquira.
Taquira. Taquira, yeah.
Taquiro.
I was the closest.
Did you also get it?
Was the closest.
No.
We got it though.
You guys say Taquira.
No, you said Takirin. No, you said Takirin. This is
Will
our.
and Nate 1.
Musa 0. We win. Musa.
No.
Yes.
Musa wins, bro. Like the next one is shark versus seagull.
This is ours.
Shaka.
That's Shaka.
Yeah, I would actually.
Wait, let's think about it.
Shaggirl. Yeah.
Shaka.
I'll
Yeah,
say
Shaka.
shagirl.
It's, as was saying, she with the child at the front. SHE.
All right, this is
Shaka.
shagirl.
No, we go Shaka.
Yes!
Shaka.
You guys say Shaka.
No, yeah, we said Shaka.
None of us
I said
go.
Shaka. I said Shaka.
This guy.
Wow,
Yes,
this is
but
Shaka. Yeah, it is
My
Shaka.
first try was Shaka.
But then you
Okay,
changed.
okay, we
You
can
changed.
rewind.
Yeah, and then you changed too.
No, I took
You know,
yours.
the
bro.
funny thing is, right?
Shaka.
You know what?
Whenever we fight on here, we can always go back to the video and rewind.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't care.
But this thing looks ugly and
Right. Like a
it's
fish.
nice.
It's a shark that can
all right, a
fly.
dog and an eagle.
Deagle.
Totally.
Deagle. I think it's
Dog
Deagle.
eagle. Dog eagle. Wow, what do you say?
Totally.
Dog
Doggo.
Doggo.
It could be.
Yeah,
Totally.
Doggo.
Yeah, it's ugly.
I got it. Ah, this is weird.
Doggo.
No, but I was the first to come up with Doitle.
What did I say?
I came up with Doitle
You
first
said dog.
though.
Oh man.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Imagine Hudson.
Me and you should be a team.
Yeah.
This
You
guy
guys
is
are
very
useless,
team.
brother. Useless.
All right, let's go. Next one.
No, bro.
A bumblebee and the lion. Bumble lion.
Ah, this is weird.
Bumble lion.
But I bumblebee and the lion.
Lambo.
Why Lambo? Ah, this is Papu Lion. Bambi Lion.
Yeah, without. So it's Bamblion.
Bambilion. Yeah.
Bamblion.
Yeah.
You even say Bambu lion.
Bambi Lion, I told you.
But this thing is dope, boy. Look at that. Get bitten by the spider.
And the bite force on this item.
All right, a whale and a penguin.
When you
Wenguin. Wenguin.
Yeah, it's me.
That's what I said.
It's me.
That's what we say.
No, that's not even Wenguin.
That's what we say. We're the same thing.
This is me and Nate.
All right, let's go. But that thing looks ugly.
All right, let's do this. They think they are the cool one. Let them be the team. Let us kill them. Let us kill them.
Elephant and iguana.
Yeah. What do you guys say? No, give them the chance. Give them a chance.
But no, but these guys they change from the
exactly. Elephant iguana. Elephant iguana.
Yeah, elephant iguana.
Elephant iguana. What are you guys saying?
Iguana, right?
That's it.
Iguana.
Yeah!
It's
guys, y'all losers. Don't be so losers.
Look at this iguana. Hey. All right, let's go.
Don't be so losers.
Alligator and a frog.
Alligator.
Look at that thinking.
Ali frog.
Ali frog doesn't.
Ali frog. I think about Ali frog.
Yeah, I think Ali frog.
Ali frog.
Think about it.
Ali frog. Ali frog.
Yeah, you said Ali frog. You said Ali frog. Shoot.
Let's see.
Ali frog gate.
Yeah.
Ali frog. Yeah, she said
that.
Ali frog.
No, we said Ali frog.
Ali frog.
Ali frog.
Yeah, say Nate. That's what you said. No, it was the first time.
But look at this item. Yeah.
No.
Hey, if we get beaten by
Imagine,
this,
bro. That thing looking at you, bro.
This is the
a
last
guinea pig.
one.
Oh, and a lion.
It's a guinea lion.
Guinea lion.
I think it's just an easy one. So.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh yeah. Oh.
This is the last one.
Squirrel.
Yeah, it should be squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah, squirrel. This thing is weird. Yes, big dog and a sea lion.
Bulawayo.
Bullion.
A leopard in a bird.
Leopard.
By the way,
Leopard.
I think it's enough games. So now what do you guys say? We have tried. Gorilla. Oh,
alright, guys. Cool.
Oh, wait, that's just the last one.
Shark and
This one is the
spider.
ugliest thing. Bro.
Sharks.
Spider shark.
This looks like those things from the horror movies.
Yeah.
It's
He's gonna laugh or something.
Oh, that's not.
a godfly. All right.
Welcome back, guys.
Okay, welcome back, guys.
Boom.
To Sparrows YouTube channel. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share on your
Ring the bell.
statuses. Follow us on Instagram. What's the handle, by the way? It's SparrowsZW.
Yeah, it was underscore.
oh yes. Actually, you can follow us on our personal
Yeah, my handle is right there.
Yeah, we'll just put them right there, for this one and for this one, and Hudson too, as in Instagram.
Yeah,
that would be dope. Like it's Hudson because it goes Hudson. You know, like
Bars, man.
Because it goes. So today, guys, we're gonna talk about personalities. Yes. There's a lot of stuff. Hi. So yeah, we are talking about personalities today. So when we're talking about personalities, guys, what are we talking about?
Yeah. I like having fun. Go out for fun.
It's personal.
Personal, I can't tell you. I love dogs.
All right. So I texted you guys yesterday, if you remember, to do a test.
Yeah, at 2 a.m., bro.
Exactly, 2 a.m.
What is up with that?
No, I told these guys early during the day, but these guys were offline for some reason. I don't know.
Next sleeping. And he called again just to wake us up.
Yes,
come on,
please.
I got 95%.
95%.
Yeah, towards the chest.
Please.
I passed.
So it's called the MBTI test, right? I think it stands for the Maya
and
Briggs,
Mayo
something like that.
Type indicator, yes, right? Test. So actually I think it's the mother and the daughter.
All right.
I think they were witches, dude.
What?
I think they were witches.
I think they were witches.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Wait, who were witches?
The mother and the item.
If you took
Who's
the
mother?
test, right?
My Briggs' mother.
Yeah.
My Briggs' mother.
No,
Wait,
my
calm down. Calm down. You guys took the test, right?
Yeah.
Did you read like the descriptions of your
Yes,
character
I
and
did.
everything,
I
right?
Yeah, I say what wishes, bro.
But wait, wasn't that too much? Like, wasn't
On
it too
spots.
accurate?
Nah, bro. Like,
I mean, it wasn't.
It wasn't too accurate for
Nah, it
you.
wasn't.
No, not
wasn't-
too accurate. It was.
It wasn't far
It was
off.
okay.
It was okay.
It wasn't
Fair.
far off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for
For me,
you,
I'd say that.
I think it was there because I think I know my personality that way now. Because now when they say it, it's like I think that's what I
Yeah,
feel.
you can guess
oh,
it.
well, I think for me it was too accurate. I was like, these people are like spying on me, bro.
I think you also need to learn yourself for more.
Like,
so,
yeah, like you know, like in terms of
Down
meet
this
up
slow, dude. We're not here
bro.
to shoot. Chill.
I'm not shooting anything.
Listen, man.
Who's that? Wait,
Oh, yes, actually, I have been learning about myself, like, especially for this past year.
yes.
Like, yes, I've been
Exploring.
I've been
his-
exploring like my inner self,
So-
like
Oh,
I've been
even his
taking time.
sexuality.
Are you sure about
Okay,
that?
I've been
not.
taking time, guys. I've been taking time to like to be with me, take me on a date, you know, like, and ask me questions, like me asking me questions.
So okay, after taking time to go on a date with yourself,
Yeah,
and
so
whatnot,
I now
what have you learned
understand.
about yourself?
I now understand myself better, like
Okay, what did
why
you
I
learn?
do some things and
Yeah.
why I shouldn't do some things.
Okay, so where
and
do you stand?
There's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's not run away from the topic, guys.
But then,
So I'm going for- who's it?
and like the whole topic is about personality traits, right? But that I felt like that there's 16 of them. Like there's so many
There's
of them.
so
like
many,
we are used to those
Yeah,
four.
there's a lot.
You know the
Yo, there's a
color
lot.
coded ones, the
So many.
red, blue, green, yellows, right?
Yeah, but this 16, right? It's
A mix
it's
of
basic.
colors.
It's basically there are. I think there's 4 categories, right?
Yeah.
And each 4 category has like 2. Each category has got like 2 options, right? For example, like the first category, right? It's about what do you call this? Extroversion and introversion, right?
Yep.
It's all about like what are you familiar with most? Are you familiar with the outside or are you familiar with the inside? Are you comfortable around people or are you comfortable with yourself, like when you're alone? Like kind of like are you an introvert or like an extrovert kind of thing? Like where do you get your energy? Where do you charge? Do you charge when you're with other people or do you charge when you're alone, right?
Yeah.
So if you are an extrovert, right? If you are extroverted, you have an E. And if you are introverted or introversion, right? You have an I.
Okay.
So that's the first category. Yeah?
And none of us had eyes,
Every one of us
like
have
not
E's, right?
eyes.
I thought
Yeah.
I was for my I, myself, and I.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I didn't have it. I thought you were good.
All right, so then the second category now, the second category, right, involves about how we gather information from around the world.
Okay.
Like
What are those? The
It's-
two of those?
it's sensing and intuition.
Yeah. So let's talk about sensing and intuition. What did you get?
For me, it's intuition.
Okay.
I got sensing.
I ENFP.
NFP. So
Intuition.
N is
Intuition.
yes.
So like what's the difference between the sensing and
Sensing,
intuition?
yeah.
Sensing, is it like, do I use my brains a
All
lot
right, so
or I
for
use my
someone
heart?
who with the intuition, right, they pay more attention to things like patterns, like you
Like
think
our
a lot, yes, the
surroundings.
patterns and impressions, right? You enjoy thinking about the possibilities and
Imagination.
imagining in the
That's
future
me.
and abstract
Intuition, right?
theories and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
That's intuition.
Yes,
right?
I'm like that.
But then for like sensing, and they tend to like pay great deal to attention. To
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound
attention to
Yeah,
they
yeah,
pay
yeah.
a great deal to attention to reality, like
Okay.
what's in your reality,
okay.
and they learn from their own
Makes
senses.
sense. It
Like
makes
Yeah, it makes
sense.
sense, is it?
It does. The person, the character, the sensing part, you use your brain to pay attention
Attention.
to the tensions and things that are happening in the
Yes,
surroundings.
like your attention to reality, what you can smell, what you can.
Nate, you still don't get
This
it.
guy is
Yeah,
it's.
I don't know. It's something about the wording. It's okay.
All right.
I'll,
I think it's the
I'll
wording
figure
too.
it out.
Like-
Alright, so-
It's alright.
Yeah, the
No, but I
English.
get you. No, I
Sounds-
get you.
the English-
I think the waiting is also okay.
The wording
Or
is better.
attention to reality.
Yeah, let's just stick to that.
Let's just stick to that,
makes
right?
sense.
Yeah.
All right. And then the fourth category, right? Is actually, is it the third?
Third.
Third.
The third one, right?
Yeah.
The third one is about thinking or feeling, and
Yeah, thinking.
so the scale line focuses on how people like make decisions, right, based on information they gathered. Like, how do you make your decision?
Yeah,
Do you
thinking,
think,
Yeah,
or
why?
your decisions are about
I
feelings?
think a lot.
Like, do you think, or you just act on feelings?
Yeah.
What do you get?
Obvious, bro.
Feelings.
Yeah, for me, no, it's quite obvious.
Feelings.
Yeah.
You
And
think
you guys
feelings.
think
feelings,
I feel
like
and then I think.
I'm shocked. I thought you.
Actually,
But I feel like
he
he-
thinking.
I actually
also feel like I'm
thought
a
he was a
thinking,
thinking person,
but I
more
got
than
a feeling. That's what I'm
But
saying.
I thought he was gonna get.
No,
a
you know
feeling.
what?
actually a
You know what?
T.
Him is thinking.
These guys,
I'm always
wait,
thinking.
these
guy-
guys,
I play, but
didn't. We're not. I think when they were taking the test, right, they were not real with themselves.
We're
I am.
thinking.
But
Yeah.
they know it.
Because actually, I did
but
the
I
test,
was.
but
But I think a
I
lot.
think if they maybe read what I got for them, and
No,
them,
because you were
they-
thinking for us. You were feeling for us.
yeah, because I know you guys like
No.
that.
Ah,
But then
come on.
it's
But
okay.
me, I'm a thinking. I got a feeling, huh?
Because I know Nate is a T.
I'm a
You are an F.
What
T.
if all Africans are feelings?
No, Africans are T's, but we don't do feelings.
But me, I'm a half T, half F. So I'm a TF.
Like
FT.
you're in the mood, you kind
I feel like, yeah.
All right, what percentage did you get for it though?
Yo.
Yeah, because
think it
that
was-
would get it determine. You probably
I
a
think it was
60%,
something,
and
yeah,
then the
For the
thinking
F.
is 50 something as well. So the
I
percentage,
actually think it was like a 56 and for feeling.
yeah,
Not
I
sure.
think
Somewhere
you're
there.
almost in between there. So yeah.
And then the last category, right, involves judging and perceiving, right? So someone who is judging, and they tend to prefer those kind of like a structure or firm decisions. Like your things have to have a method on how you do your kind of like
That's not me.
Yeah,
I
same
mean,
here.
when you how you deal
that's
with
me.
the outside.
Kind of
For
Yeah.
me,
world,
I use
right?
creative chaos, bro.
That's creative kids.
Yes,
I like
and
that.
then
I like that.
and then the perceiving one, and they are more open and flexible and can adapt
Yeah.
to like kind of everything, right?
I'm always perceiving things.
Yeah, same me.
All right, but guys, is it possible to like change your personality?
Yeah.
I doubt.
I think as
Is
people
it?
like we're evolving daily, bro. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I disagree. Because I feel like personalities are like if you're born a girl or boy. You see, like you can change otherwise, but by natural means you can never change.
No, but Musa, like, you know, you've changed. You're not the same person you were a year back, bro.
But I'm still
No, you're not.
the person who has the same character traits. They just
No.
didn't were not.
Can I tell you guys what happened, right?
Yeah.
And I think when I first met up with this MBTI thing, I think it was 2019.
Yeah.
I took the test, right? I was an ENFP, right? That's my, but I was an assertive, right?
That could change.
Yeah, and then I took the test again, and this time I think it was 2020. I was timid, and to think of it, and maybe I was dealing with something personal
Yeah.
last year, and that made me a bit timid. Well, I know myself, and but maybe when it comes to like maybe decision, I was not yet sure. I was like shaken by something. You shake.
Yeah.
So it kind of like changed my personality. But then when I took it yesterday, I went back to assertive. And so I'm not sure if maybe you can change from maybe from an extroverted person into like an introverted
I
person.
do not.
I believe you can.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, you can.
I've seen introverts turning into extroverts.
You can.
I've seen extroverts turning
Yeah.
into because of situations and
Because the situations,
Experiences.
experiences,
'Cause I feel
surroundings
like,
and stuff.
yeah, because I feel like life molds and builds you as you
Yeah.
grow up. So certain
Oh, yeah,
things
like
that you meet up
we are
with
always
change.
in constant change.
Because
Yeah.
it's like this, there's life and then there's also how you respond to life, you know.
Exactly.
So how you respond to life also determines how you come out at the end of the day. So yeah.
All right. So
Okay, that's for me. I find it interesting because I'm now conflicted because I did not think that, you know, you can change your personality in a sense, but your personality can be influenced by something, of course, but then you can't change who you really are. But situations may twist it a little bit just to, because I mean, when I'm with other people, they think that I'm an introvert because I'm always quiet. There are certain places where when I get into the place, I just feel I can't say anything. I'm just timid and stuff because of the setting. But naturally, when I'm in my zone or with friends when I'm comfortable, the real me comes out, and that is me. That is not fake. But the ones that come out later are not who we really are, but are like we are. It's a veil that we put. It's a front that we put to people to think, oh, I'm like this when I'm not. You know.
Okay,
So that's what I think.
Maybe just to add on that, I've realized also that there's something that can maybe like alter and it's relationships.
Okay.
And maybe like you're dating someone, right? And you know, like how in relationships you have to like what's this English word where you like
That English word.
say it in the way we interpret it.
it's an easy word, but it just went away from me. Like it's an easy word, but it's about hey, who came up with English, man?
It's complicated.
Yeah, but it's what do you call this word? Like to compromise. Like in relationships, there is compromise, and sometimes
compromise?
yes, like who compromise, guys, like compromise, yes. So there is compromise on maybe certain issues, and or maybe you don't like your things planned, and you're just flexible to anything, and but maybe the girl you're dating, and when you say you want to go out, she wants to know exactly what are we doing. By the time we get here, this is what we're doing. We're going to this place. We're going to take a taxi. Like it has to have order, kind of thing. And but maybe you're the person who'll be like, no, let's just meet up, and then we'll see where the wind goes up. You know, like, and then. Like as you go with the relationship, and you'll find that person is not comfortable just meeting you up and you know, like so that may change you from like is it judging a feeling or
but then for me it doesn't mean that you have changed. You have realized that it is one of your weaknesses, because what you are not is a weakness that you have to work on.
But then that's the thing.
So when you're working on it, it doesn't change who you really are. Like if you're extroverted, you're extroverted. You can't say you're not extroverted when you are, and you're like, because I'm with this girl, I'm no longer extroverted.
Okay, I get your point, but there's also the something that we should not forget, Musa. You know, let's look at it like this: people change in the sense that we decide to change. Yeah. Okay, let me give you an example. I'm not sure if it's going to make sense. Let's say, Musa, you have anger issues. Yeah.
But anger is not a trait.
No, I'm just giving you an example. Okay, Musa, let's say I'm someone who likes to stay at home, but then I'm now doing let's say at work they demand me to be outside, you know, be around people. I can work on myself and find myself, you know, more outgoing than the work needs me. Let's say I'm supposed to be out maybe once a week because of the work, but I'm now almost out every day.
Then it means that you had been living a life that your character, who you are, wasn't really fully in a place where it can actually grow, and you have entered into a place where it's comfortable for you to grow, and now that inner self of you is starting to come out, and we're starting to show, and we see that. If you can do it, you can do that. You can't tell me that an introvert person would actually leave house and say, oh, I'm going out, I've changed, I'm now going out, from someone who hated going out.
That's what I'm
I don't think
you don't plan.
Musa,
you don't plan it. But then it just happens. You know, like you sit down
it happens, but I don't feel like I don't think it's a change. I think it's a discovery of who you are.
It's adapting to the situation.
But I'm saying when you discover that's changing.
How about isn't you saying it's discovering
maybe the word
who
is
you
changing
really
or something? Yeah.
Let's put an instance where this person really is an introvert. Like for real, that's who they are. Person is someone who's shy. Let's just be someone who's shy and can't really speak in front of people. But like you say, it's a weakness, right? That person decides to work on themselves, they don't decide to discover themselves or whatever. They realize that it's a weakness and they need to work on it. And it may be hard, maybe take 2-3 years for them to actually work on it. But then eventually they become, more confident and they're able to speak in front of crowds and stuff.
Well,
Now that's who that person is.
well, I
that's
think
who that
maybe
person is?
I've discovered maybe
Because-
a kind of like a weakness to this theory, right?
Yeah.
It's this thing is not necessarily like it's not
set on stone. That
yeah,
this is how
or
it's
you
supposed
can
to
be like it's not an extreme end kind of thing, and you can be in the middle, right? You can be an extrovert who is like you are comfortable being an introvert and you're comfortable alone and you're also comfortable around people.
yeah.
So maybe you'll be like maybe 60% extroverted or
Yeah.
maybe 40% introverted,
Introverted.
right? Or maybe you can be even an 80-20 or 90-10. So it's
But that can change. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what.
yeah, it can,
can
the
change.
degree
definitely can change.
where you lean to, whether you lean to the side or you lean to the, it can.
It can change. Therefore, your personality can change.
But
I have a
I
question for
think
you-
it
for you,
doesn't
like,
change. Okay, speak.
Let's take for example the idea of depression, right?
Yeah.
They say most people who are introverts are prone to fall into depression, right? And you never know that they're in depression, right?
Isn't
And
it
then
the other way
somebody
around?
who is extroverted, they do fall into depression, but you can clearly see that they've fallen into depression because of their energies, and you would start seeing, this person, why are you acting like an introvert, like this, and you think, maybe this guy is now he has changed into an introvert, but it's not like he has changed into introverted. It's just that
Just
a
that- at
situation
that
in his
moment,
life
right?
has happened that has caused him to be introverted. He doesn't like going out anymore. He's now always closed up and stuff like that because of the situation. But once he goes to therapy or something like that, all of a sudden this person is starting
back on
back
track.
again on
Yeah,
on
I get that.
on his
I get
point.
that.
But does it mean that that person changed into an introvert?
In that situation, they didn't. But in my situation,
But they
yeah,
were-
that-
they
yeah,
did.
must- they're
The
different
instances
situations.
differ. Like what the,
You can't
my
use one
my
instance for
case,
everything.
it's a person who's changed completely, like for life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Whether they face like depression later on in life, they can go back to being an extrovert now. Like they're not gonna go back to permanently. But in your situation, if it's like that, they wouldn't have changed really. It's just
I have-
a state of depression
Uh,
that they
can I
were.
also
Can I-
throw
I
like another
also-
question to the floor?
Personal. It's a personal thing. I think maybe
Okay.
because we're talking, because I think it's personal for us, for me as well. Because when I was when I was a toddler, I was very timid and always indoors to myself, to my art, to my everything. The only person that I would actually was an imaginary Jesus. Okay, yes, Jesus was imaginary, but then I was always closed up. You would find me singing by myself or doing something by myself, and I was never a people person, you see. And up until maybe grade 5, that's when kids in the neighborhood at school now, they're starting to know me, and then they come to my house and we play and stuff. That's when I started realizing, hey, I'm actually a people person. Like, I'm an extrovert. Like, I like noise, I like crowds, I like
On your case, right? We can say it's an issue of like fitting in, right? Sometimes you may be like extroverted, right? But then you don't have the opportunity to express that
That thing.
extroverted, like you get there, maybe you're not comfortable with other people, and it's you cannot really show your true self, and then you grow and you adapt and you become new, like you start to blossom, your true colors start to come up, your flowers start to show, and
because I feel like every
it's not necessarily like you change
Changed.
personality, but
You
your
just
personality
grown.
came to life.
Yeah.
It's not like a change, but it came to life. So also like there's this
You
thing
can
that
work on it, though.
twists like personalities, alcohol. Like it. Have you seen like there are people who may be like on normally they are quiet
okay,
people,
no,
right?
but then-
like you know how
like,
like
then-
but
space
then-
muffins do.
but
Like
then,
they,
you know what?
they play on your
We
feelings.
can't really like talk about drugs because that's like, you know,
Yeah.
a steroid type of effect. It's not you.
It's not the personality.
Yeah, it's not
just
you.
the-
But Jesus says it's not what goes into a man that defiles
the
a man,
fouls
but
is
it's
Yeah.
but
so it's
what
the
ma-
heart.
what makes someone who's not talkative
talkative
become talkative
after
when they're
having-
drunk?
But
Like
I think if you've realized with drugs, it's usually where you are. Because even if that person drinks and they're at a place where people are crying, they'll cry the loudest. If you get what I mean. So with drugs is complicated. It's not really one and one. You know. But so guys, yeah, in closing,
well, like yeah, I
what
think
do you have to say, Nate?
Yeah, I'd say just get to know yourself.
yeah.
Get to know your strengths, your weaknesses, embrace them, and then you have something that you want to change about yourself. Doesn't mean that if you're introverted, you
can't do extroverted
yeah,
things.
you're going to die of
can't do
depression or
extrovert.
Nah,
it's not like
nah,
that.
you won't.
No.
You can.
Also, and
You're
maybe I think we'll put a link and for the test too, so that people can do the test and see where they stand, right? And this test is not like
100%.
a way like to
It's not 100%.
yeah, and it's not a way to diagnose yourself or justify maybe your depression or justify
Yes.
because like kind of
Facts,
thing. No,
yeah.
it's not. And actually, like I think this test that normally it has to be like conducted by those what do you call it? I'm a psychologist, and those are the people that really like do conduct this. Is it a psychologist or
Therapist.
psychiatrist? I don't know.
A witch.
Whatever.
Scratch
Psych.
that.
But at the end, there's a psychiatrist, psychologist. I don't know which is which, but yeah,
Which is which?
it's
Which. Bars.
Anyway, people change. Even the
Yeah,
devil
people
used
change.
to be an
yeah.
angel.
So you can take
Exactly. See, personality change.
It's like situations.
The situation was
It's okay. It's
Situation
okay.
changed.
Guys, we love you.
Oh yes,
What's my
guys.
cue?
Shout out.
Shout
Okay,
out to
sorry, by the way,
Sparrows. Please also tell us if you take the test and comment with your personality, which personality were you. And we should do a competition for these people. You know?
Guys, Hudson is single, by the way.
But because we've got loyal
What do we
friends,
do?
bro. Like, I think we should do something for them. But just comment
Comment what you want.
comment something.
What
right?
you want?
The
What
first,
kind of
the
competition you want?
the first 3 people to comment will get a prize.
We'll get something.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
definitely
some-
get something for you guys.
Yeah.
So I think it's a wrap. Sparrows on 3.
Uvusa balele. This is a mukata. Let us just go for 30 minutes.